Are you tired? Like, are you drained? Like, emotionally and mentally, you feel like you just can't go on anymore. Does it feel like it's weighting down on you more than what you've ever felt before? You see, inside this place of healing, inside this place of narcissistic abuse, inside this place of where you are right now, it can get extremely heavy. It can get extremely hard. Physically, mentally, emotionally, getting to the place where you're pushing yourself and you feel like you're getting ready to break. This is a piece that oftentimes I'll run into inside of my own business, inside my own life, where I'll be pushing consistently, trying to be able to help guide other people to transformation. And sometimes the weight of it is super heavy. Sometimes it's really difficult when you're coaching and helping someone that just had a death in the family, or you're coaching and helping someone and they're revealing the things of the abuse that are absolutely appalling. Inside of where you are, oftentimes you will get lost and feel like giving up. You'll feel like when it gets super heavy that there should be this shortcut. There should be this hack or something to be able to avoid the hard work. The stuff that comes up on a day-to-day basis that's inside bubbling up that you don't want to deal with. The shit that's inside that's like, this is hard. And oftentimes people are looking for a hack inside the growth, inside the healing, inside transformation. I can see it all the time. People want a quick fix for the trauma, to escape the toxic relationship, to escape the mindset, to escape the thought process. But I need you to understand there is no hack to healing. There's no shortcut. There's not a way to say, take this pill and it'll magically all better. There's dedication, there's effort, and there's consistency. And the hardest thing I see with people that they get out of a narcissistic relationship and they're trying to build themselves back is, how do they show up consistently for themselves? Because you haven't had a time to be consistent for you. Like, you haven't mattered. You didn't matter to him. And everything that you wanted, everything that you thought in the moment got put on the back burner. It wasn't something you could express your emotions. You couldn't express your feelings. You couldn't even show up doing something for you because that was an inconvenience. You were taking away from his time. All these things. And sometimes you get to the place where you're looking for a hack. Sometimes it's like, let me try this next thing. Let me focus on this next piece. Let me dive into work so much that you ignore the shit that's inside, the work that needs to be done, the healing that's inside that you haven't tapped into. Sometimes it'll just be avoiding it, pouring yourself into someone else, something else. Sometimes it's looking just for temporary relief. Pain shopping, trying to find something that relieves the pressure, the emotions, at least for the moment. And I need you to understand there's not a hack in this world for healing. The hack is the hard work. The hack is you actually showing up and saying, I'm going to consistently invest in myself. I'm going to consistently do something every single day that's going to help me move towards who I want to be, how I want to grow, how I want to develop. There's not this piece of, let's just skip through the trauma. People do this all the time. They're like, well, that just doesn't matter. I'm like, no, we have to actually step back. We have to work through it, because if you don't, it will still be a trigger. It will still be a trauma. It will still be something that is only going to perpetuate the cycle of pain, of going back to him, going back to this situation over and over and over. Yes, this is live right now for someone who's asking. Like, I need you to understand inside of this process that real healing involves this piece of confronting the triggers, building confidence in the healing process, step by step by step. This doesn't happen without repetition. It doesn't happen without consistency. Because if you don't show up consistent for you, you're sacrificing that. We talked just the other night inside of my Thriver group. We talked about, what are you actually putting on the back burner? What about you right now? Are you saying, I don't want that. This is too much. I can't deal with this. But it's not it's something that you actually need in your life. It's something that would actually help you heal. It's something that you actually should engage with, because it's moving you towards what you want, but you've avoided it. I want you to understand this piece of avoidance, this piece of running away, this piece of searching for the hack will oftentimes come up, and you'll consider looking at anything and everything but you, but the things that actually set you free, the mindsets that actually shift, the thought process to actually be rewired to help you move forward in the healing process. I want you to consider this. Later on this week, tomorrow, today's Wednesday, so tomorrow evening, I'm doing another masterclass, except it's in the evening, because I want to do it for people who couldn't make it when I'm doing it during work hours. So consider jumping into this just to be able to understand what I'm talking about, how we actually help rewire mindsets to be free of narcissistic abuse, how we actually help people eradicate shame, how we actually help you grow in your confidence on a day-to-day basis. Because this will help change your life. It's a free masterclass. Would love to have you join. You can shoot a DM or shoot a comment that just says masterclass. Or if you're on YouTube, you can click on the link that will drop here in the chat for you guys to be able to click on. Because I want you to be able to see how to break free. Mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually, soul ties, all those different pieces. Look, we have to help you break free, rewire the trauma bond, the addiction piece that's pulling you back to over and over and over. If you want to have access to this, it's a free 1 hour that you're going to spend with me just learning how we actually do this, teaching you the principles and the frameworks that you can even apply to your life, or you can run with us faster and say, hey, this is how I want to apply it. Feel free to be able to look at that. Just shoot me a DM or comment on this later with the word masterclass. Love to be able to help you. It's an event coming up this Thursday. I believe it's at 8. I have to check the time on it. I'll be there. Don't worry. But I'll have to check the time. So masterclass, or you can click on the link that's in YouTube. Y'all have a blessed and wonderful day, and we'll catch y'all next time. And take care.